World of Warcraft Classic Blind. First thing I'm seeing here is that my mask is slightly transparent, which is very interesting. Guess it makes a bit of sense, seeing how there is actually not any eye holes. So, I'm seeing the entire world with a bit of transparency. I question, well, I don't know, maybe the mask isn't actually transparent, I'm just too close to the character. That just raises further questions about how I'm actually managing to do anything with this on my face. You would think we would have very severe penalties for wearing such a thing. We have a few things left to do before we head to a new area. I'm heading to a new area, aren't I? No, this is actually right. This is the right way. It's interesting they have two tunnels in the same area. Anyways. What a detailed map. Where is it? I was told there would be copper here. Other side of this hill? I see it. Another malachite. Looks like the stone stacks to a higher number than the copper ore does itself, which is interesting. Oh, we definitely need to find a vendor. We have so many items on us right now. I increased our inventory space with another small brown pouch, and we're still having problems. Where are you? There you are. Mountains are hard. I've got so much copper already, I don't need more right now. Anyways. Our main goal for today is seeing what is in this area. Also seeing if we can get past the mountains into whatever this is. It was already out. Already displayed. Not hidden by the fog. So it's possible that you can't actually go there. And with all these mountains in the way, that wouldn't really be that surprising, would it? But it's very strange. They have a signpost, places to go. But the main road goes to North Gate Pass. That's just this area. There's still more. So the North Gate Pass, as opposed to the South Gate Pass. But what does it have to offer us? We got some more crag boars. A staple. More crag boars. We got crag boars. And we got crag boars. So this is the North Gate Pass. See if it's got a similar layout to the South Gate Pass. And also where it actually goes. Presumably it goes to the same place. But the signposts didn't really say. Level 17 guy. Pilot Hammerfoot. North Gate Outpost. Alright. So this keeps going up for a while until it goes into another pass that probably goes to Thelsamar. Thelsamar, Lochmadan. Thelsamar is the city, Lochmadan is the area. Okay. So let's see what this guy has to say. While also trying to stay as far away from this incredibly loud machine as possible. Pilot Hammerfoot. You know, I really don't want to be closer, actually. Maybe I can go close, turn around. That's not how hearing works, but okay. The Lost Pilot. Finding more lost people, apparently. My friend and fellow siege engine pilot, Maury Hilldelve, is lost in the hills. We were looking for a rare ore that's needed for a high-grade blast powder. And during our search, he drove his engine up a steep hill and busted it. Still convinced that ore was in these mountains, Hilldelve charged me to guard our engines while he continued on foot, searching. It's been days, and I've heard some beastly growls in the hills at night. Maury's tough as nails, but I'm worried. Please, Eric Erickson, find him. Find Pilot Hilldelve and receive this siege vest for a astonishing 5 extra armor. Sounds fantastic to me.
What? Get it back.
Just when we thought we were almost done finding stuff in this area, we find some more stuff. So we got Bingles is in Lochmadan. The Lost Pilot is in the hills. Beastly growls in the hills. Not so much as a directional piece of information telling us where these specific hills are. I'm gonna see if there's a vendor in here. But I got so many items, I'd like to possibly get rid of a few of them. Anybody at all? That's disappointing. They do have an interesting pile of something. They have piles of red and blue somethings. Presumably ammo, I would guess, based on the context clues. Terrible barrier. Absolutely useless. Any vendors at all? Oh, there. This is troubles. Doesn't help that we took that quest. Now we have another inventory spot taken up by this barrel. So, as far as ways to go into the hills are concerned, that looks like about the best bet. Let's head up towards the pass over here, see if there's anything else. Plenty of boars. Another mountaineer. Yep, that looks like about it. Alright. So as far as things in this whole area, Dunmurrow, we've got to find somebody in some hills. Maybe that'll lead us to this, whatever this is. There's a troll guy over here. And our inventory is basically completely full. Due to proximity, first thing I'm going to try is finding this guy in the hills. And they also said they were looking for ore, so we might be able to find something interesting there too. Snow leopards. It's not like I really need to... A mange claw. Oh no. A dwarven corpse. This could be the guy. Oh no! Here is the corpse of a dwarf, mauled, frozen, and picked clean by mountain scavengers. Well, that is a story we know quite well. Clutched in his hand is a book containing the roughly scribbled notes of Mori Hildelv, and around its frame, still in superior condition, is a brigadier's vest. This grisly scene must have been where the siege engine pilot met his end. A pilot's revenge. Hildelv wrote in his journal that he was attacked by Mangeclaw, a huge ice claw bear. He drove off the beast, but not before it mauled him savagely. Judging from the state of Hildelv's body, Mangeclaw must have later returned and killed him. However, Hildelv wrote in his journal his one final wish: revenge against Mangeclaw. Kill Mangeclaw. Bring his mangy claw and Hildelv's journal to pilot Hammerfoot. Be rewarded with a compact hammer. It is pretty much worse. It's worse than what I have. So this would be the point where I would have gotten an upgrade over something as good as this axe. Was it worth spending all that money on? Maybe not. Oh, we have so much.
Too far away.
Alright, bring it. And our weapon still has the sharpness on it. Oh, he knocked me over. Oh my goodness, snow leopard, don't do it to me.
Inventory is
A bard's cloak. Well, that was easy enough. Bit concerned that someone that claims to be a siege engine pilot is so inept at combat, apparently. Maybe he got mauled by the snow leopard, and I just got lucky. Also of note, bard's cloak, additional 3. Okay, this is red, but the picture is yellow, which is amazing. And the siege brigade vest, +5. Nice. So, some upgrades. Ooh, we can read his journal. Wonder if that says anything else. Day 1. My tank is broken, but I know the Chiron ore is in these hills somewhere. I told Hammerfoot to stay and watch our tanks. I'm continuing the search alone. If I don't make it back, then this journal is my last testament. Bron Hildelv, pilot, Ironforge Steam Brigade. Day 2. I mean, did he actually... Is that where everything took place, right? Where his corpse was? Because he did not make it very far, if that's true. Well, I'm sure we'll find out from the journal. Day 2. My search continues, and no ore. I'm wondering if Stonegear was just making up the rumor of that ore as a joke. Well, if he did, then he's getting a cracked skull when I get back to Steel Grill's depot. Tonight, as I prepared my camp, I heard a growl echoing through the canyons. It isn't a wolf. It may be a bear. Day 3. That growling continued throughout the night. and followed me all today, distracting me from my hunt for ore. I think there's a bear following me. I hope he comes close. I'll bury my pick into his head. I see his problem. It's not a very good weapon. Day 4. My supplies are running low. I still have plenty of food, but I didn't plan for such a long stay in the wilds outside my tank. I only brought 2 kegs of ale with me. I've been up all night the past 2 nights, listening to that cursed growling. I've nearly drained my kegs dry. I'll have to head back to Hammerfoot and our steam tanks tomorrow. I don't want to get lost out here, boozeless. So he did make it further in than that. And that's unfortunate. That means he made it so close. He was so close to getting back. Devastating. Day 5. The cursed bear did me in. It attacked me at midday, roaring and charging at me from behind. I would have smelled it coming had it charged from upwind. Its stench was something awful. The reek of its mangy coat and rotted breath alone nearly sent me spinning. I fought the thing off, but it chewed my leg up good. Now I can't move, my ale's gone, and I never did find that ore. Curses! Day 6. The bear hasn't yet returned. I must have given him a good beating, but I can still hear his growling. I think he's waiting for me to die. To whoever finds this book, I have a task for you. Kill that mangy bear, kill it, and take this book back to my friend Hammerfoot. He'll want to know what happened. And take my armor. You'll need it against old Mangeclaw. Turns out, no, you don't need that armor, because my armor is only slightly worse. Then I killed it and then put on the armor. But anyways. I think my ears are broken. Hello, Eric Erickson. Do you have word of my friend Hildelf? Yeah, about that. This is grim news, for Hildelf was a good friend, and I wish I could have been there with you when you found the beast. Mangeclaw. Thank you, Eric Erickson. Your deed will be remembered by the pilots of Ironforge Siege Brigade. Oh my goodness, we have... Maybe I can... Here's an interesting test. Will it let me complete the quest? Will it take the items from me and then give me the item, or will it say that my inventory is too full? Hey, it worked. Very well done. Properly ordered. We're not going to use this weapon. Let's get a nice look at it. So this is my axe. And this is the compact hammer. Very compact. Very hammery. Kind of spiky too. Not bad. Only slightly worse than the thing that I already have. This has got a cape and armor upgrade though. But that did seem to be a pass into this area. Oh, how I wish for a vendor. Closest vendor would be all the way back at the quarry, though. It's such a trek to get back here. I think we're going to have a go of it. Worst case scenario, we can start dropping things.
I'm out of range. Need more rage. I can't carry anymore.
I share your annoyance, my small dwarf friend. Oh, to want for inventory space. Truly, it is the struggle of a lifetime. Oh, what a cruel twist of fate. There truly is nothing back this way. Interesting. Now I'm just even more curious. Oh, come on. Why you gotta be like that, Mange Claw?
Not enough rage.
And your mangy claw.
Inventory is full.
Oh my. Large bear tooth, bloody bear paw. And I think we'll have to give up the goal of trying to climb these mountains. And we desperately need all manner of vendors. Any vendor whatsoever, honestly, be good enough.
How are ya? Safe travel.
They have a cooking area in here. You would think an inn would have a cooking area. Disappointing.
What can I do for ya?
I'd like to browse your goods. And by browse your goods, I mean I'd like to sell things to you. Oh wow, look at that. I wonder if I could sell that on the auction house for more. Okay. So I could sell for almost 5 silver on its own. Ah, it's soulbound. Look at that. See, we're learning. We're learning stuff. So since it's soulbound, well, I believe this is true, but I'm going to go check, because that's how you learn things. But I believe if an item is soulbound, it can't be sold. Because otherwise there would be no reason for there to be a distinction.
That's bound to me.
Cannot sell soulbound item, as I thought. Got any cooking fires in here? These kinds of cooking fires? Of course not. Oh my goodness, a lot of people here today. Cooking fires, cooking fires. I do not know where there's a cooking fire here. In other towns, there's only like 3 buildings So the cooking fire is the campfire in the middle. It makes it a lot easier to find what you need. When such a large city, there's bound to be something. There's bound to be a cooking fire somewhere. Surely. Surely there would be. Maybe like a cooking store would have something I could use. Can you cook on a furnace? Alright, smelting all this copper. I have an odd number of copper bars again, so that means we're going to not be able to make a regular number of things. Up to 47 mining, 48, 49, 50. I feel like you might unlock something at 50. Would make sense. 51. 52. 53. And copper bars do stack to a higher number. All the way up to 55. Now the problem is, these guys are all blacksmith tutors. So I can't actually do anything with mining right here. But as far as blacksmithing is concerned,
Here there.
copper short sword requires blacksmithing 25. Interesting. Rough grinding stone. So as good as a rough sharpening stone? Might sell for more. Yeah. We got a healthy income coming from this hammer once we sell that to a shop. So I think I'll get this too. The next one's at 30. Ooh, a copper battle axe.
Off with you.
Blacksmithing. Rough weight stone. Rough sharpening stone. Rough grinding stone. I already have the weight stone. So we have the sharpening stones. Now we have a grinding stone, which costs 2 stone. Let's create one and see what this is. Rough grinding stone. Is it nothing? Now I'm confused. It's not one of these. Huh. But while we're here, we'll sell this. Now, I'm very confused. If it's not, a rough sharpening stone increases sharp weapon damage. A rough weight stone increases blunt damage. A rough grinding stone does nothing? I mean, surely it would do something. I don't know if I want to spend a bunch of my stones making this. I don't know what it does. But But we've got 7 hours worth of rough sharpening stones that we're not actually using. So worst case scenario, these are worthless. But they exist as a thing, so surely they're worth something. It's under the title Trade Goods.
What's on your mind?
Oh, the copper claymore, copper dagger. I really don't need more incredibly expensive variety of items, which aren't very good and don't sell for anything. Yeah, probably not gonna get the rest of the copper weapons. Okay, the bracers were the first thing that we got. So and the weight stones. So I'm thinking yellow might be easier than orange. So these will give me more experience, presumably. This costs 4. That would leave me with the question is it more worthwhile to make a lot more of something in yellow, or fewer of a thing that's more orange? Let's make a bunch of bracers for now. Let's see if it almost always or just sometimes levels up. We got a yes. No. No. Yes. So far about 50%. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Now it's turned into green, which I think that means it's even less likely. Either less likely or maybe not even at all. This is the last thing we can make, so we'll make that. And I think we'll store this last copper bar in the bank. Oh no, not another quest. We keep on finding more things. Tormus Deep Forge.
What can I do for you?
Supplying the front. If you want anything besides copper bracers, I got bad news for you, my friend. The mountaineers of Lac-Medan are fighting trogs and having a busy time of it. They need constant supplies of new armor weapons, if we're ever going to get a handle on those trogs. That's why my colleague, Thorvald, is there, trying to keep the mountaineers in good gear. So if you were to make some copper axes and copper chain belts, and bring them to Thorvald, he would be obliged. He might even share his knowledge with you. Thorvald is in Lac-Medan's southern guard tower. Quest objectives: bring 6 copper axes and 6 copper chain belts to Thorvald in the southern guard tower. And we get plans for the copper chain vest, which is a strength boost, so that's pretty good. Requires copper bars, malachite, and rough grinding. Ooh, there we go. Something that requires rough grinding stones.
Watch your back.
Alright, that is going to be an ordeal. 6 axes and 6 chain belts. That is 36 copper for this. Do I even know how to make chain belts? Make chain pants.
Talk to me.
Copper chain belts. Ooh. How good's that? That's better than what I can make. So if I get the ability to make one of this, I can just make myself a better weapon. Sounds like a good deal.
Watch your back.
Okay. So now we want to make... Axe. It's two-handed, no! I'm a fool. The copper regular axe is so bad, though.
You got my attention.
Do you have a better axe? Not until level 70.
Off with you.
Well, that was a bit of a waste. That is unfortunate. Is what that is. So he wants copper axes. So that's 12 cloth and 36 copper, weak flux. And then the chain belts are just copper. So I need 72 copper to be able to make all the stuff he wants. Golly, I wish I didn't make all these bracelets now. Bracelets I don't think actually sell, so I'm just going to sell them to a shop probably.
I've the finest wares in the land.
You know the grinding stones are useful for some things, though. Ugh. Do we have a cooking area somewhere? Anybody at all? Any cooking spots? Presumably you could maybe, like... I don't know if it's really worth doing that quest. Just hand over all that copper worth of stuff. Not that you can really sell it for much anyways. But still. Yeah, it's something to do.
Here there.
I can get rid of this one then, since this one's so much better. It's a green item. Presumably that means it's a better, more special item. Put some of my smithing stuff down here.
Watch your back.
This is probably not going to be worth very much, since it's only level 2.
What can I get for you today? Good.
And we're still carrying around uncooked food, as we cannot find anywhere to cook. My kingdom for a campfire. As nice as a place such a large city is, it somehow has less amenities that are easily accessible than 6/10 in a circle.
I'm out of range.
Sigh. So, next time, we'll try to find a place to cook this meat. And it's going to be in Brunel Village. As we continue our trek to find the final things in this area that we can easily access. And defeat some kind of really strong troll. And we'll do that next time. Goodbye.